Ethan Thompson, the next arm on the mound in place of Amron Sheikh, who came into the game, had some good deliveries, but ultimately could not keep up with the hot bats of Trinity University. So Ethan Thompson comes into the game, and now we'll see what he can do with a runner on first and no outs here. Runner on first is Kai Tinker, who had that RBI single. Tinker came into today really not being the highest RBI guy on the team, only had 13 on the season, but now has 3 total on the day, 2 of those coming on that last at bat. Ethan Thompson, who's on the mound now, is a sophomore righty who's making his 8th appearance of the season, has pitched 8 1/3 to this point through his first 7 appearances, has a 19.44 ERA. Another one comes off the bat and goes foul. So Thompson's given up 19 hits and 23 runs, 18 of those being earned during his 8 1/3 on the mound. The final line of the day for Amron Sheikh was 1 1/3 pitched, gave up 2 hits, 3 runs, all 3 of those earned, and 3 walks. Had 2 strikeouts during his time on the mound. Cortez Sion, who started the game, Sion's had 3 2/3 pitched, 8 hits given up, 8 runs allowed, 6 of those coming across earned, as the first pitches from Ethan Thompson result in a strikeout and the first out here of the 6th inning. So with that first out on the board, that brings up Calfani Coney. Cal Coney has been hot in game 2. Has 3 hits, each of them a single. 2 of those 3 times was able to work around to score. As the first pitch he sees in this at-bat does not find the zone, and it's a 1-0 count. Quick timeout now from the Tigers as Cal Coney steps out of the box, stretches a little bit, and sets back up inside. Still facing the 1-0 count from Ethan Thompson. High kick and delivery. Runner starts off towards third, goes back. This one's skied out into center field. Gill sets up, makes the catch, and a routine fly ball turns into out number 2 for Luke Gill out in center field. And that will bring up Matthias Riding again, 1 for 2, 2 RBIs. The first RBI came on his single in the second. His second RBI of the game came across in the 4th in form of a sacrifice fly. He's one of plenty of players for this team that has played consistently, but maybe not as much as he would like to. But in this bounce-back game, game 2 of this series, has been able to work his way to the plate more consistently and is getting that starting nod as he's worked his way up to 5 RBIs total on the season now. But this is a Trinity team that knows they can come in and dominate. They lost that first game, but they're confident enough that they can let each and every player get some reps here against this University of Dallas team, and they've been able to do that with much success so far here in the second game as they lead 11-0 with 2 outs in the 6th. Kick and delivery stays high hands, and that's another ball. That one high and inside to Riding. Runner still on second is Kai Tinker. Lead is a large one for the Tigers, who scored 3 in the second, 1 in the third, 4 in the fourth, were quiet in the fifth, and then added 3 more to their total here in the sixth. Working their way deeper into this game, trying to get a dominant win here in Game 2 after dropping Game 1, which is an uncommon occurrence against this team that they once held a 27-game winning streak against. From the middle of the 2010s until 2024, they had that winning streak intact, as now that one works its way inside, hits off the bat of Riding, who now takes a free trot to first. So runners on first and second. Kai Tinker still on second. Matisse Riding on first, and that flips the lineup back up. 5th time to the plate now for Maddox McDonald. McDonald is just 1 for 3 as he takes the first pitch for an 0-1 count. Again, just 1 for 3 so far today. In this game, rather, 1 for 7 overall. Was hit by a pitch in the 5th, his last time at the plate. On the season, has the second best average on the team with a 341. Breaking ball from Thompson, breaks through but does not find the strike zone. The count 1-1. Tried to use it as a strike pitch rather than a swinging pitch, and it did not work as it's a 1-1. 1-1 rides high and inside near the helmet of the hitter, but Maddox McDonald watches that one come through for a ball. The count now 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike to the Tigers center fielder. Thompson in search of that final out here of the 6th. Gets a swing and a miss as that one chopped at. No contact is made. Maddox McDonald now facing a 2-2 count. Soon as he swung at that one, McDonald knew he did not like it, wanted that one back, but now faces 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Swung on and missed. The high heater gets a swing and is strike number 3 as we close out 5.5 innings of play. The lead now pushed all the way to 11-0 in favor of the visiting Trinity University Tigers. You're watching a presentation of University. Another pitch. So no runners on now as welcome back to University of Dallas baseball here in the top of the 7th. I'm Kate Hack bringing the action. My producer is Ethan Kirstein. And back at the studio making sure the stream runs smoothly is Brian Scott. Count now 0-1 to Cam Champness. Champness is 0 for 2 on the day. Popped out to first, struck out. His other 2 at-bats were both walks where he was able to turn them into runs. Now he faces a 1-1 count from Ethan Thompson, who is still on the mound, the 3rd arm of the game for the University of Dallas. Thompson now touches the outside edge. The count is 1-2. Swing and a miss turns into a strikeout to open the 7th inning of play as Cam Champness is set down on strikes for the second time of the ball game. Ethan Thompson now has pitched 1 1/3, has already stacked up 3 strikeouts through his first 4 outs on the bump. Nick Lazara now comes to the plate. Lazara just 2 for 8 on the day for the player that leads the team in a majority of offensive statistics. The 0-1 comes off the bat, played into center field. Luke Gill works towards his right and sets up for the routine out. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 7th. So Ethan Thompson in search of 1 more to get his team back up to the plate in search of a comeback as they trail by 11. Have to get it within single digits to continue the game more than 7 innings. First pitch to the next bat, that is Nick Jones, is called a ball as that one was well high of the zone. One 0 count moves to 1-1, this time in the zone. Ethan Thompson using the fastball to strike back. One and one breaking ball stays too far inside. Now the count moves 2 balls, 1 strike to Nick Jones, the first baseman of the Tigers. Thompson's gotten 2 easy outs here in the 7th already. He gets an offer up on that one and a swing and a miss, turns it to 2-2. So 2's across, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out here in the top of the 7th inning. Nick Jones just behind on that one, offers up, fouls it off, and the count stands. Two-two delivery from Thompson to Jones. Kicks, delivers, that one inside, just moving out of the way is Nick Jones, and the count is now full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. So we resume play with a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out here in the top of the 7th. That one delivered and called a ball, a close one. It does not get the call from the umpire as Tyler Espinoza tried to set up for the frame behind the plate. So 1 runner on now for the Tigers here in the top of the 7th inning, and that will bring up Callan Singhania. Singhania 0 for 2 with a walk and hit by pitch on the day. Now faces a 1-0 count from Ethan Thompson. Thompson's in search of that last out. Got 2 easy ones. Had the strikeout and then the fly out to center field before walking. Nick Jones is the first runner on here in the 7th. His next delivery touches the zone, and the count now is 1-1. High kick delivery with the 1-1, moves it to 1-2 as that one, a similar pitch, finds the strike zone. Singhania now has to protect the plate with 2 strikes and 2 outs. The 1-2, Singhania lifts it to center. Working forward is Luke Gill, setting up for out number 3. So the Tigers get 1 runner on, but are not able to